Hello everyone, here it is with Claro Beauty. You're here with Claudia Lara, your host. And I wanted to sit here. I actually recorded a video earlier today, but it's gonna take me a little bit because my phone ran out of battery and I'm gonna have to edit two videos together. And so I wanted to do this one real quick also because I just went to the store and came back with the products. So I just wanted to show you. So today we're going to be featuring the new, is the new L'Oreal Paris, what do they call this? L'Oreal Paris Matte something. I'll look it up right now. Oy, they're live. So I got two colors. Oh, still the price in them. I apologize because I haven't even opened them. I hope it's not a big deal to open them so I don't take forever to be here with you. No, they can open. Okay, great. Let's see this one. Yeah, all right, great. So I got these two colors and I also got a brand new of the Superstay Matte from Maybelline in this color. Oh, there's the price too. There you go. And so the reason I got these lipsticks was because I did a video on the Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink. I don't know if you have checked it out. And in there, one of you, I think it was Debbie Anderson. Yeah, I think one of you or she suggested if I had tried the L'Oreal ones. And so, of course, I hadn't. So I wanted to go and see what she was talking about. She did mention that they are not as long lasting. They are long lasting, but not as long lasting as the Maybelline. And so I was very curious because she says they're not as long lasting, but they are more comfortable for the lips, less drying. So obviously I wanted to check it out. And so I got those two new colors. But then I saw this chocolate one, look at this. And I just had to try it. It called my name all over. I mentioned I was gonna get a bright pink, but I don't know, maybe because we're in November. I did see the bright pink, but it's November. We're almost November and Christmas, right? I mean, it was hard for me to get a bright pink, even though we're in Miami, Florida, and the weather is perfect, like it could be spring or summer, but it was hard for me to get into that shade. Anywho, so I hope you enjoy it. I want to mention that this morning is when I recorded the other video, and it's all about Tom Ford. So the foundation I'm wearing is the Tom Ford stick. And the reason I mention it, because this is an all day. I haven't retouched it. So I probably recorded around, I don't know, 11 a.m. So that's when I applied it. And right now it's late. What time is it? Oh, it's on my phone. I don't know what time it is, but it must be like 7 o'clock. So that's like 8 hours. And look, I mean, yes, I can see a little red here. And but overall, I think it looks great. I'm also wearing the Tom Ford eyeshadows. And I just tried out the Sicily eyeliner. I love it. This is a navy, and apparently it's waterproof, long lasting. You can use it as a cream eyeshadow because they're so creamy. You can spread it out. I haven't tried it like that. I only tried it as an eyeliner. Love it. And so I wanted you to check. I thought of doing a little up before we met, but I just wanted you to see how 8 hours later it show, and look how easy I'm retouching before we try the lipsticks. And I'm just retouching the center of my face mainly, or here, right? Because that's where you got red or you got a little bit faded out. But the reality is I love this foundation. You can travel with it. And the reason I love it so much is because it looks natural. It has illumination. It's creamy. This doesn't bother me like others. Somebody asked which ones made me itch. And I think most of them, especially if they have SPF, and I'll talk about it in the video with, you see me doing this in a lot of the videos. That's because of the foundation or the SPF cream and the lighting. Apparently they do something, but I feel them, and that's when they itch. That's when I had mentioned it. But this one I can forget I have it on, and what I like about it is in the middle. It's not so like the Westman Atelier where I feel nothing, like I'm wearing nothing. And it's not like a Lisa Eldridge that, although it's natural, I think it covers a little more. Although this one is buildable. You can really make it more, more medium if you want it. But regularly I would use this for everyday retouch. Look, it brought illumination. It immediately brought me up. So we're not here to talk about the foundation, but I just wanted you to know in case you didn't see the other videos. I'm just gonna put a little bit of La Prairie cream blush. As you know, this is my to-go-to when I'm just want something nice, easy, fast. The reason I like this is not only because it looks super natural, but the color in my skin is just the perfect subdue but lift up little color. You see, it's just perfect. So, all right, so that's a little bit of updo that I did in 8 hours, and I think I look pretty good. Yeah, the eyeshadows are a little faded. It's not like I apply them with a primer or like super duper for a long day. I just did a very quick look, which you'll see in the video once I upload it, but there's still some shine to it. I like how it looks. Yeah, I will be fine with this. Of course, the mascara is still there. It's a Clé de Peau. So this is a good, I think it's my first time that I'm following up after many hours of how the actual look stayed on me, right? So good. This is 2 for 1, 1 for 2. All right. So I wanted to try this lipstick. So let's try first color 414 Rouge. This is the first time I'm opening it. I wonder if it was open before, you know, in the store. No, it wasn't because the thing. It didn't seem that gluey. You know, when you go to the store and you get these ones, they super duper have tape on them so people don't try them on. Well, so far I love the color. All right, let's try it on. And I like the consistency, so your suggestion is good. All right. Oh wow, I like it. It feels fresher when you apply it. It feels less drying, although it hasn't dried and set yet. It does have a little of that alcohol flavoring, and I'm sure that's while it dries and sets. So at this moment, I'm gonna leave it a little bit to dry out. So in the meantime, I just wanted you to know, I mean, I appreciate there's one of you, Penelope, I don't know if that's your name or that's your username, but that I appreciate all your comments. They're encouraging. Thank you. And she's commenting about the background that she misses the other one. And I might go back to the other one. I'm just trying this one out. I said I changed it because I have more privacy here. I can close the door. And I do miss the kitties. Like she mentioned that she misses the cats that used to come. I don't know if you like it. I mean, I added a little plant and a little candle. We'll see, work in progress. How do the rest of you feel about the space and the white background? You know, it's a little more naked. But maybe we'll make it cozy. I mean, I know yesterday I felt very uncomfortable filming here, especially I tried different lights. I didn't like them. Today I feel much better. You'll see in the video I made of Tom Ford, I feel a lot more comfortable. I'm starting to feel the coziness. Now I have my little candle. So I might make this work. We'll see. I appreciate your comments and we'll see, we're growing together, right? And so this way I can film whenever I want and that makes it easier. So we were waiting for this lipstick to dry. It's still not completely dry. However, I'm liking it a lot more than the Superstay. They seem to be drying less in my lips. I like this color better than the nudes I had on the other one. But you know, as everything in makeup, I think they all have its place. And what I mean by that, I don't know how much of waterproof or long wearing this is, but for example, this one, and it might be just the color I put on because I bought a different color as well. But this one is perfect for every day. I love it. But I don't know if I would take this to the beach or to the pool or to a picnic. For that, I want a very bold, bright color. But I don't know, what do you think? I mean, I think it goes perfect. This is a little bit of spring, summer, pastel-y kind of blue. And it goes perfect. So thank you very much for the recommendation. I do like them. I do like them for every day. And even though right now we're trying different colors, I can't talk about the longevity of it. I can talk about the other one because I wore them before, but okay. So let's put this on, at least on my hand in the meantime. So this color, what color is this? This is 456 Desire. I don't know, the color in here looks amazing to me. Next time I'll take all the prices off before I show it to you. I was just very excited. It's like I got a new something and I wanted to show it to you. This is the other color. You know, it's a shame that they don't let you try these things at the store. It would be much easier to know, even if I can put it on my hand like I did now, to see the color. Wow. I think the color is a lot pinkier than in here. See, this one looks like a darker little purplish in it. And in here, it looks very pink. Now, of course, if I do this, you can say, yeah, it's the same color. But no, do you see what I'm saying? This looks darker, like deeper. And this one has a little more pink. So it would have been very hard for me to know what that would look like just by looking at this. I'm sorry, but it's not the same color. This one, it has more magenta in it, I always think. I mean, I see the pink, but I don't know, what do you think? Well, what about this one? Did this one looks exactly? No, this one looks pinkier in here, more brown in the hand, right? Wow. All right, well, I do like this color. It might end up being kind of a bright pink, not as bold as a fuchsia per se, but it might look good in my lips. But I'm allowing this to dry and I'm loving it so far. It is definitely less drying. I still feel a little bit of moist to it, which is very lovely. I don't know if it's just because it hasn't completely set and dry or because this is how it will feel. And if this is how it will feel, it's very nice. Well, let's swatch the other one that I bought, this new one. This is from Maybelline. And what color is this? This is 275 Mocha Inventor. Apparently, Maybelline came up with this chocolate theme. And there were all these shades of browns. So I apologize, there's a liner there. Ooh. Is that a terrible swatch? I think that's kind of a lazy swatch, isn't it? Well, it's late at night. Wow. Ooh, this is gonna be dark. I think the reason I got it, it smells like chocolate. It has that kind of chocolatey, Hershey, kind of syrupy, and I still like in love with it. I'm like, oh, I want this. I don't know, this is such a beautiful, beautiful color. Look at that. Of course, once you put it there, I think the colors in Maybelline match a lot more what you see in here than what you see once you swatch it or put it on. I think the L'Oreal, they're not similar at all than what you look in the thing. It's just something to consider. I mean, just look at that. Maybe this one is getting there, right? This one, no. I know I said it before, but I mean, it might look like it, but in person, no. This one, it it has a little pinkish tone in it that makes it look softer, more springy than this. To me looks a little darker, like to fall. But we'll see how it looks in the lips. I just feel bad about taking this on, and it still feels a little moist. I have a feeling this is how it's gonna feel. I don't think it's gonna completely dry ever, which is a good thing, because you feel like you're wearing a lipstick. And if it's long lasting, let's see. It still transfers a little bit because there was a tiny little bit of moist. Perhaps if I wait just a tiny little longer, it will completely dry. Or you do that, and now it's transfer proof. Now it's completely dry. Well, not transfer proof, there's still some. All right, but very little, very tiny. But I can see is drying out, is setting up, and I really like it. So yeah, I give it to Debbie. Thank you very much for the recommendation. Now I will be buying more of this because it's very lovely and I like this color a lot. Now, should I remove it and you want to see this in my lips? Huh. All right. Well, I definitely want to try the chocolate, don't we? This is so lovely. Ooh, I like it. Thank you so much for this recommendation. I like the pink and the lilac and the brown and the whole combo of this color. And the color of this is 414 Rouge. Very nice. Very well done. All right, so I'm gonna remove this real quick. Let's see how hard it is to remove. The other day I didn't have a hard time with the Maybelline ones, and they looked like they were really grabbing and drying my lips a lot more than this one. So let's see if this is easy to remove. Not that easy, guys. I think I removed the other one much easier, so that could be a good thing. Yeah, I can still see a tint even though after removing. So that means it's gonna be a good one in the long run. So tomorrow I will wear it all day and let you know how that wears. I want to put on the pink one. Let's do that. I won't wait for it to set with you guys, but at least we see the color and see if it matches the bottle. Again, when you first put it on, you can smell the alcohol. And taste the alcohol, which is not very luxury-like, but it's a small price to pay if you're gonna be all day in the run or in the office or a conference or the pool, you know, where you want it to be long wearing, or traveling, like I said, where you just, wow. Well, I can't talk about the longevity, but I can talk about the colors. And so far of these two colors, they are beautiful. They do look luxury. I mean, they are complex, they're beautiful, they're bright, and yeah, so far I like them better than the Maybelline, the ones I have at least. Beautiful. So thank you very much for this recommendation. I mean, this reminded me of Love of My Life from Lisa Eldridge. Let's see. Let me see if I can find it here. Yeah. You know, this pinkish. Let's just put it next to it. I mean, obviously this is more transparent. This is one of the Lucent formulas. It's not a velvet. And so that will give it more natural, more transparent, not fair comparison. However, the tone, you see that pinkish tone, so when you have it on, it is more of the same. This one has a little more brightness to it, a little more boldness to it. Same sort of tone, and I love it. It is drying in my lips, it's setting, so, but I still feel some moisture. So I have a feeling that the moisture continues for a while, kind of a lipstick would, and then it keeps setting, drying, and then it won't probably start fading, but it will leave a tint behind, which is gorgeous. Love them. All right. So last but not least, let's try the Maybelline Very Dark Chocolate, just because it's the chocolate theme that they have, and I'm very curious, and it smells like chocolate. So, see, it doesn't come off. I think it's that alcohol thing, which I don't mind it if I'm looking for long wearing. But I tell you, the Maybellines with this swipes, it came off. So I don't know what is on the ingredients, and if that matters. You know, maybe the fact that I can remove it with this might be just the ingredients that it has. It doesn't mean that they will be more long lasting because I can remove it. But just so you know, but look at, I mean, I tried to remove it and I rubbed. But even after all that, look how beautiful my lips look. I mean, I like this tint too. Absolutely like it. Well, if I was gonna try a very fair lipstick, I would be worried because this might show. But because we're trying, I mean, look at the color we're trying next, right? So I'm gonna put it on top. I'm sure it's gonna cover the whole thing. What I'm interested on is whatever this color is grabbing into, this might not be able to grab as well as if I had completely bare nude lips from the morning. But it's okay because I'm gonna remove this right away. Anyways, we're not trying to go long. I just wanna see the color. And I wanna see the color with you guys. So this is Mocha Inventor number 275. And by the way, I just want to comment on the lighting and on the set. I'm starting to feel comfortable here. I hope that you're enjoying it, especially Penelope. I know you missed the old one. And oh, by the way, I might, instead of the candle, put a chair there because I already seen my kitties, my two cats, kind of rambling like they want to hang out here. So perhaps I can bring a chair, and I'm sure you're going to see them sitting there once in a while. And also, just so you know, my dog is behind me. I have 3 dogs, but one of them is always with me. So, okay. The other 2 are also, one is outside the door, I'm sure. And then I have the big one. And the big one, I couldn't have him here because any sound he barks, and he barks hard. Holy moly, guacamole. I mean, this is dark. You know, I have that burgundy one. I think I tried it with you. I thought that was dark. But I don't think nothing beats this. Right? So there you have it. Looks beautiful. Definitely beautiful. I guess the other day I compare the Maybelline color with Midnight from Lisa Eldridge. This one might compare with Decade. Let me see if I have it here. Decade. Not even, holy moly, yeah. So this is Lisa Eldridge and this is a Maybelline. And so the same tones, but this is darker, bolder. I have to admit, I love it. What do you guys think? This immediately, I can feel the difference is drier than the other ones. I don't have that alcohol smell, which is a little in the uncomfortable part as I apply it. This is definitely drying a lot more. Like I can feel it, just my lips sucking in the color or whatever it is. They started becoming stickier and dried, not like moist like the other ones. And it's drying and setting a lot faster. Like I don't think at this moment I could, you know, move the product around or highlight or clean it up if it was very dirty. But we have noticed that it's much easier to take off, so just FYI. But so it totally feels like a different formula. It totally feels like a different type of lipstick. So I'm in love with the two colors that I picked from the other one. I like this color quite a bit. I'm actually very tempted to put the white mascara now that I have very subtle makeup, and then, you know, because it's a different look. But I might do another video separate from this just to try that out, a short one, and see what that happens. But I will end here today. And so I hope you're enjoying the new setup, work in progress. And this is the time that I would ask you to please subscribe to my channel. Please ring the bell that is on your right-hand side of your screen, and like this and comment requests. And as you notice, I am listening to you guys. I am following through. I have a few comments that I need to respond to with colors and things that you ask. So I appreciate it and I will do that. And all right, well, thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.